I wasn't supposed to be back from my lake cabin for another week. The plan was simple: fish, relax, and stay disconnected. But a sudden storm cut my trip short, and I drove back home earlier than anyone expected. When I pulled into my driveway, I immediately noticed something strange. My garage door was halfway open, and the side gate, which I always locked, was ajar. As I stepped inside, I could hear faint movement. My first thought was that someone had broken in. Before I could even check further, flashing lights pulled up outside. 2 police cars rolled in. An officer stepped out and shouted for me to come outside with my hands visible. Confused, I complied. Turns out, my neighborhood's infamous busybody, HOA Karen, had called 911, reporting that a suspicious man was breaking into my own house. She claimed she saw someone enter through the garage and feared it was a burglary. I explained calmly that this was my property and that I had just returned from my trip. The officers, still cautious, asked if I had ID to prove it. Luckily, I had my license and utility bills inside. That's when the twist came. The officers, now reassured, offered to do a full check of the house just in case someone else had really been there. I let them. And sure enough, when they opened the guest room closet, there she was. Karen herself, crouched inside like a child playing hide dash and dash seek. The cops looked as stunned as I was. Apparently, she had been using my absence to snoop around. From the scattered mail and half-empty soda can on my counter, it was clear she had been inside before. The officers demanded an explanation, but Karen stuttered, claiming she was just making sure the house was safe because neighbors have to look out for each other. The police didn't buy it. They gave her a sharp warning about trespassing, noting that she had no authority from the HOA to enter anyone's private property. I pressed charges, and she was escorted off my land in tears, begging me to let it go for the sake of the neighborhood. That day, her reputation collapsed. Everyone in the HOA heard how she had broken into my house and then tried to use the police to cover her tracks. Since then, she avoids me entirely, ducking behind hedges whenever I step outside. And me? I installed cameras on every corner of my property, because if Karen ever tries anything again, it won't just be my word against hers until I'll be caught. In crystal clear video, .4, more interesting and heart-touching stories, hit the subscribe button now.